Area. Chapman's Peak Drive remains closed to traffic until further notice. I'm Zain Johnson, more Eyewitness News traffic in 15 minutes.
Zain Johnson, I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but I see it fair to address the loss that we as a show team will experience, and also then the absence our listeners will experience. Zain is not going to be missing from Cape Talk, but he will be moving on as an important voice when it comes to a source of news and traffic information that is so needed in this city of Cape Town and on Cape Talk, and he's been a member of this broader team for many, many, many years, long before I was here, Zain Johnson. And if you've not caught on, it is with some sadness that I announce that Zain Johnson, an institution on Cape Talk, on your wireless, that this morning will be his final show with us here on Good Morning Cape Town. And just from my side, a broader breakfast show team, a broader news and information channel and stations, and I want to say thank you to you. You're the first person that we text when there's a report of some traffic related incident that is affecting the lives of the people of Cape Town getting to where they need to be in the morning. You're the person that I text and I call when there's an emergency that happens in and around our neck of the woods in the Tableview Parklands area. You're also a voice that I remember as a child, Zain Johnson, a man who is having the best of time reporting traffic from a helicopter. And it has been an absolute pleasure to have had the opportunity to have been privileged to call myself a member of the team in which you are part of. And I have announced it, and I've announced it, unfortunately, on your behalf. But this will be the last time you will be on Good Morning Cape Town, Zain.
Lester, it's been a journey, and in 1998, I left a love affair with education for somebody that I was cheating on while I was in education, because I started broadcasting in 1992. So I left the teaching love affair for the love affair that I had with radio, and it's been a journey. It's been an amazing journey. There's basically two things that I've always taught myself when I come into radio, and that is to have, when I walk in here every single day, is to have as much fun as possible. But then it's also taught me over the years, and this is one of the very first lessons that we were taught way back in the days of radio, is always respect your listener. Always respect your listener. You're a guest in his presence. And it's been a journey. It's been an amazing, amazing journey. If I clock over tomorrow, I can say that I have actually lived my life. Not just existed, but I've lived every single minute of it. But I want to thank so many people, and especially Tessa van Staden, who is the head not only of Cape Talk, but our Cape Town radio station, for the trust, the belief, and every single member of the team that has come past here, be it Rafael, be it Kino, be it Mario, be it Bruce, Ansra, Alex, Nicola, all the people that I've met and that I've worked with on this breakfast show for the many, many years, and also on the KFM breakfast show for so many years, from the years of Alan Barnett and Nick Murray. It's been a journey. Yeah. But, love affairs don't end. They always just go in a different direction.
And just to be clear, you're not a loss to Cape Talk. Your role as essentially the Cape Talk traffic chief, you transition from that role to still being around the Cape Talk building.
Yeah, definitely. People still hear me on air. I know I've done stand-ins for a number of people. I've been able to do Clarence Ford during the course of the week and so on. So I'll be around. So don't take out the box of tissues yet. I'm fine.
Well,
thanks so much.
Zain, you have the
Lester.
headphones on, and you've put us in contact with the most important people whose job it is to ensure that motorists get to where they need to be safely. And you've made plenty of friends, not only working on radio, but also working in and around traffic. So let me speak to Maxine Besaidnout, Assistant Traffic Chief for the City of Cape Town. Are you going to be glad that Zain's going to stop bothering you at all hours of the morning. I need an update now, Maxine.
Oh, I am not going to miss the 5 o'clock morning phone calls or voice notes. But yeah, Zain, sure. I met Zain when I was a 21-year-old traffic officer. That was about 5 years ago. And on my 21st birthday, Zain, we used to talk a lot because Zain used to phone the comm center here at Gallows a lot. And he said to me, Max, what would you like to do on your 21st birthday? I said to him, I want to go up in the chopper with you. And Zain granted me my wish. And that will stay with me for the rest of my life. It is just, he's gone from being a colleague to such a very, very good friend. And yeah, it was an absolute privilege working with you, Zain. Those are one of the highlights of my career, and your legacy unmatched, especially in road safety. And I have learned so much from you.
But Maxine, Zain just didn't treat traffic news as some sort of tag on. He takes it incredibly seriously, even holding these people he now considers friends. He holds Cape Town traffic to account as well.
Yes, he does. Trust me, he does. Like I said, those voice notes. Oh.
Don't blow the secrets,
No.
Max. Thank you so much for the friendship, Max, but also thank you for being the most sterling officer and an example of traffic. And not only an example in terms of traffic, but an example and a role model for your children and a role model for many other ladies in the traffic section. So you've been that particular role model for many, many years. And I hope to, within the next year or two, to see you lead Cape Town traffic.
You still owe me samosas and coffee, eh?
He owes many people,
We
many
make
of
all
us
these dates.
of samosas and coffee. Maxine Besaidnout, Assistant Traffic Chief. But talking about the man in the sky, the eyes in the sky, Kevin Heckroth is a former colleague who has been with you up in the air. Kevin joins us now on the line. What's your memories of Zain Johnson, particularly with those earpieces on up in the helicopter? Kevin, good morning.
Good morning, Lester, and also to Zain. I think I'm going back many, many years where we used to do the live traffic report. Although we were at different radio stations, I think it was not a competition that we were actually doing, but an effective service being rendered to the motorists out there. To Zain, I just want to say, wow, a significant milestone, marking the end to a career filled with hard work, dedication, and countless contributions. I hope, Zain, that you will continue to stay engaged, share your wisdom, and inspire others as you embark on this new chapter of your life. I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations and the best wishes to you and your family. I think we're going back many, many years now.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Yes, we do go back many years. And as Kevin said, Lester, it was never about competition. It was about the motorist and the safety of the motorist. And I think once we hold that key, in our minds, that will never go away from us.
And then finally, let me introduce you a man who's been a very common, regular voice when he was head of Western Cape Traffic Services, but also now a very good friend of Zain Johnson. Mr. Kenny Africa, good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm fine. To be in retirement, it's lekker. And I would also like to welcome Zain to the club. But let me tell you, this Zain story takes me back 36 years ago when I first met Zain Johnson. And one thing that I learned from Zain, and this is respect. Whenever you meet people, especially in the media, respect one another. And this is one thing that Zain taught me, that Zain learned me. And I heard Maxine said something about 5 o'clock in the morning. But with me and Zain, it wasn't 5 o'clock in the morning. It was any time of the day, night, public holiday, Sunday, weekend. It doesn't matter. In church, when Zain needed me, I had to answer my phone within 3 rings. And that is one thing that I learned from Zain, to always be there when you are needed. And I really going to miss you, Zain. And I hope that we can still be friends. We can still talk to one another on a daily basis. Although I'm now 4 years on retirement, we still contributed to road safety and to public safety on our roads. And this is one thing that I can say about Zain. I think if it wasn't for Zain, many more people would have lost their lives on our roads in the Western Cape, because of the fact that he put in everything when it comes to road safety, when it comes to accidents on our roads, when it comes to informing the public what's going on our roads. Zain was the man. And I believe that the radio station can still make use of this knowledge, of this expertise of Zain.
We're not going to lose him. Kenny Africa, really appreciate your time. Your response, Zain?
You know, Lester, there's a fantastic Afrikaans word which says byvoorbeeld. And when I was in the education, that was always the key for us, is to lead by voorbeeld. And Kenny Africa has been that voorbeeld for so many years, I think just over 46 years within the provincial traffic department. And as Kenny says, you know, when the calling comes, the calling is there. You don't hesitate. You don't ask what time of the night or the day it is. You know, if you need to make sure that people are safe on the road, then that is what you need to do. So what we think is a job is actually a calling for many people in the traffic department. And I want to salute every single traffic officer out there this morning. I've never had an opportunity where I would actually diss a traffic officer either on Facebook or on social media or anything. It's not the thing to do because there are a number of traffic officers who work very, very, very hard every single day of their lives. And I want to salute, whether it's provincial, whether it is national traffic, because we've had to meet up with a lot of national traffic people also along the road of the RTMC with Yasir Ahmed and them. And the friends, the network that you build, and the huge fact that people trust you. People trust you. That is the big thing. So to every traffic officer out there, wherever you find yourself in the Western Cape or in the city's metro, we salute you.
Zain, I try to add that just working with you, and you have, of course, very close personal relationships with, whether it be local, city, provincial traffic, but you have this ability to hold. If you have the power, you hold to account. And let me ask Commissioner for Public Safety in the City of Cape Town, Robbie Roberts. Good morning, Robbie. Really appreciate your time. He's friends with a lot of you, but he doesn't shy away from holding to you to account. If something is not happening, if there are not eyes and ears and people in vests on the ground, he calls you and he says, why aren't you there, Robbie?
That's true. Good morning, Lester, and good morning to Zain, and good morning to all the listeners. And that's really true. Zain was actually the link between the incident and safety and security within the city of Cape Town. Doesn't matter if it was Metro Police, traffic or law enforcement, or even our information unit or our investigation unit, or should it be disaster management or fire. He was a link in terms of communication between the incident, the community, as well as the safety and security of the city of Cape Town. And that is really, he was a source of information for me, and he kept me on my toes most of the time.
I know that a lot of metro traffic police listen to this station and listen to this show because of what Zain Johnson reports on air. Zain, unfortunately, I have to head for Eyewitness News. You can stay in studio because you're going to be up with another traffic report soon. But Zain, just from my side, I'll have the last word and saying it's been an absolute pleasure and a privilege to be part of a team that you are part of, to learn from you, but also just to develop a new sense. Starting here at Cape Talk, when I was a cub reporter, meeting you while you were at KFM, and then being part of the Eyewitness News team with you. I know it's not goodbye, it's a goodbye from this show in this current role, but Zain, I hope you get to also, I know you're very busy.
Thank you. I'm going to go and search for all the pensioners' discounts now. Thanks, Leslie.